My name is Brian Turner, and I used to suffer from extremely bad blackheads. Literally, they would be covering my entire face, every square inch, and unfortunately, because I didn't know what I know now, I wasted a lot of time and honestly, a lot of my confidence by having perpetual blackheads. I wish I would have known what I know now back then, but if you want to get rid of the blackheads that you have now, and this is the important part, prevent new blackheads so that you never have to deal with them again, watch this video. All right, we're gonna get right into it, but I do wanna clarify that there are many different types of acne, and blackheads are classified as open comedones. So this means that it is a pore that has clogged, and because the air has hit the top of that pore, it's oxidized it, which has given them that black look to it. Unlike other types of acne, blackheads will generally not resolve themselves, and this is why you'll sometimes see someone who has like a 10-year blackhead getting extracted on Dr. Pimple Popper. Now, let's get into what not to do before I tell you exactly what to do. Do not use suction devices or blackhead vacuums. These are way too harsh and they can actually cause broken blood vessels, which are a whole different look, but it's a look I guarantee you don't want on your face. Do not use your fingertips or your fingernails to extract your blackheads. This is a very imprecise method. It's also very hard to get the entire blackhead out, and most likely you're gonna end up with more blackheads by touching your face and spreading bacteria and oil. And finally, don't cleanse your face too many times. A lot of people think, oh, blackheads mean I have a dirty face, so I should just cleanse my face as much as possible. But what really happens is you strip the oils off your face and then your skin goes on overdrive producing more oil. And if you're prone to blackhead, more oil equals more blackheads. Stick to 1 to 2 times a day with the cleansing routine. Okay, now we're getting into it. Before I tell you what to do to prevent blackheads, let's get rid of the ones that are already existing. So there are 2 options here. One is to get a blackhead extraction tool. Now I'm not gonna turn this video into an entire instructional video on how to use an extraction tool. I have other videos where I've already covered that, but basically by steaming your face and getting it nice and warm and ready, and then using a blackhead extraction tool correctly by pressing on all sides of the blackhead and slowly working it out, you will be surprised at how long a blackhead truly is. This is something that allows you to get the entire blackhead out instead of if you're using your fingertips where you actually only just get the top of that blackhead and then it's still there and will come back very quickly. Now, if you have blackheads that are much deeper, older, just more difficult to extract, I highly recommend actually booking a blackhead extraction either with your dermatologist or with a skincare specialist. Now, essentially, they're doing the same thing that you were trying to do with the extraction tool, but it's being done by someone who has a lot more experience than you. A lot of times they will do some sort of a treatment beforehand to loosen those blackheads up and get them ready for extraction. And I'm telling you, they will just have a much higher success rate than what you're going to do. If you have a lot of blackheads, this can also be a great way to first get rid of the majority of them, and then from that point on, you can do a bit of maintenance yourself with your own at-home extraction tool. Okay, now the moment that we've all been waiting for, what products should we actually use that have been proven by science to help get rid of more of these blackheads, but also prevent them from coming back ever again? Now, the first thing that we're starting with is salicylic acid. We can use this once, sometimes twice a day, depending on our skin, and we use this during our cleansing step. Salicylic acid is a beta hydroxy acid, and it's exceptional at loosening stubborn blackheads, as well as preventing new ones by helping slough off or take off old, dead skin cells. And these dead skin cells are the culprits a lot of times for clogging our pores. So salicylic acid is great at literally dissolving oil and skin cells, and it helps keep our pores from clogging moving forward. Now, there are quite a few studies that actually show salicylic acid being really effective at getting rid of existing blackheads. In 2004, they did a study where they had the participants use a salicylic acid product for 4 weeks, and they found that a significant reduction in blackheads was observed both in clinical grading and in subject self-assessment. In this study, each of the products that they used included glycolic acid, so we're going to talk about that in the next step. But fortunately, salicylic is easy to produce, so you can find lots of high quality products. Salicylic acid 2% by Ordinary is a really good one. You can find one that is either part of a cleanser, or you can buy it on its own and then use it right after you use your normal cleanser. Next up is glycolic acid, and we use this 1 to 2 times a week. Now, glycolic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid, so now we're using a beta hydroxy acid as well as an alpha hydroxy acid, attacking it from both angles. Glycolic acid is a beast in a lot of ways. It helps get rid of mild to moderate acne, it helps stimulate collagen regrowth, and it helps slough off dead skin cells very effectively, which are the things that can clog your pores and cause blackheads, right? So the way that I kind of look at these two is that salicylic is really really great at getting rid of the current blackheads, while glycolic acid is really great at preventing new blackheads. The one that I personally use is the pumpkin enzyme mask from Banish. I really like this because it's effective, the concentration is high enough, but it's really friendly to sensitive skin like myself, so if you leave it on for 10, 15, 20 minutes, it's not gonna cause your whole face to get super red. Okay, we've only got 2 products left, and this third one is retinols. Now, retinols are wonderful, and most people will see an almost immediate improvement in their skin by using it once daily. I mean, for me, after just using it for 2 weeks, I can literally see less wrinkles, my face looks smoother, it feels softer. I literally love retinols. I've been using them for years straight, and I cannot sing the praises high enough. They are excellent for so many different things. Now, the way that retinols work is that they increase your skin cell turnover rate, which basically just means that you're creating new skin cells, which are effectively pushing the old dead skin cells to the surface of the skin and helping you to get rid of them. Because again, these dead skin cells can block your pores and cause acne. Also though, what's really cool about retinol is that it can help reduce the amount of oil that you produce. So this means you have less chances for blackheads to form in the first place, right? Lately, I've been using the retinol plus ceramide serum from Banish. I've also used Different in the past, made a lot of videos about it. I've seen really good results with these. All right, and that brings us to the last product, which is a good non-comedogenic moisturizer. Now, do not skip this step. I know everything else sounds like an action ingredient that's going to attack and destroy, but the moisturizer is equally, if not more important, even if you're someone who generally has oily skin. Now, when we use a cleanser and when we use the other products I've already talked about, we essentially strip the oil off of our faces. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing as long as you replace that moisture, but if you don't, like I said earlier, your face is going to produce more oil because it's going to say, we're really dry, let's produce more oil so that we are not so dry. But the problem is when you do that and you already have a disposition to clogging pores, all of a sudden you're putting out more blackhead fuel and causing more blackheads. Very simply, if you use a moisturizer 1 to 2 times a day, you are going to control the moisture levels of your skin as well as control the oil production that your skin creates. It's very important that you get a non-comedogenic moisturizer that is specifically made for the face. Now, comedogenic means pore clogging, so you just want to get one that is non-pore clogging. But generally, you're not going to want to use the same body lotion on your face. You're going to want to make sure that the ingredients are crafted to not cause breakouts. The moisturizer that I use, and I absolutely love it, is the Vitamin C Cream by Banish. This is a really, really good consistency, but it also has vitamin C, which does a myriad of other really good things for your skin. But that's for another video. So to summarize this section, get a salicylic acid like Ordinary's 2% solution, a glycolic acid like Banish pumpkin enzyme mask, a retinol like Banish's retinol or Differin, and a non-comedogenic moisturizer like Banish's vitamin C cream. Now, it might take a couple of weeks to actually see a difference. This is generally how it is with any skincare product that you try. You gotta give it at least a couple weeks to take effect. So now you're doing things to get rid of blackheads that you already have. You're doing things to prevent new blackheads, but why would you do things that are causing blackheads? So I wanna give you a short list of things to absolutely avoid. Number 1, do not use pore clogging or comedogenic products. Anytime you're about to buy a skincare product, search for its comedogenic rating on Google. There are different ingredients in every single product that have different scores, but a lot of times you'll end up finding out that there are weird ingredients like preservatives that are actually causing you to break out more. Number 2, don't sleep in your makeup. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory, but it can cause a lot of suffocation for your pores. Just take your makeup off before you go to sleep. Number 3, don't let sweat dry on your face. So if you're someone who likes to go to the gym every day, if you play sports, don't let the sweat dry on your face and then walk around for the rest of the day. Try to get immediately to the shower or to the sink and at least wash off the sweat with pure water, or you can use a cleanser if your face tolerates that well. Number 4, this is huge, avoid hair waxes. So if you're a guy and you tend to like styling creams and waxes and all that different kind of stuff, when your head gets hot, those waxes turn into a liquid and the sweat brings those down onto your face, but then when your face cools down again, those waxes solidify. This is like a surefire way of getting cysts and blackheads. Avoid those hair waxes at all costs. And 5, avoid foods that cause you to break out. If you've already found out that certain foods make you break out, like let's say dairy, then don't eat those when you're trying to get rid of blackheads, because it's the same idea. Whatever causes you pimples and whiteheads is going to cause you blackheads too, because they both start with an overproduction of oil. So if you can avoid and reduce the amount of oil your face produces by eliminating certain foods, you absolutely should do it. All right, so that's it. I wanted to keep this video as simple as possible. Hopefully these tips allow you to start attacking your blackheads and get rid of them permanently. It's definitely helped me a lot to learn all these things, so I wanted to share them with you guys. If you're looking for my favorite skincare brand of all time, of course, it's Banish. Everything is small batch made, so that way the active ingredients in it are only 1 week old at the oldest when they get to you, unlike other products that sit on the shelves for years. And if you're dealing with blackheads as well as other breakouts, definitely check out my acne program, theacnemethod.com. It's $10, it's 10 steps, it's helped hundreds of people get rid of their acne. I think you will really, really like it. All right, give the video a thumbs up if it helped you. Let me know what's helped you get rid of your blackheads in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.